Hello, 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 my beloved souls. It's Divine Feminine Friday. What is going on? Happy September. So, we have about 6 planets in retrograde right now, which is so crazy to me. We're in the pre shadow of Mercury going retrograde next week as it goes towards, I think Mercury goes retrograde on the 9th of September, which is the same time as that 9-9 portal. And then we have the full moon in Pisces happening, I think, on like the 10th. So, yeah, next week is going to be a little crazy. So this week, as we're in already super retrograde energy, it's about resting, retreating, releasing, reevaluating, um, revamping our lives, right? The sun is in Virgo. We just had the new moon in Virgo. And Virgos are good about structure and organization and putting things into place, right? Like getting really clear, pragmatic game plans in order. And it can be a little self-critical and a little judgmental because of the need for perfectionism, right? So this is a week of like not trying to make things perfect. And sometimes done is better than perfect, right? Understanding that sometimes we just need to move forward, not feeling guilty about taking time for yourself, not feeling guilty about needing like some alone time so you can be clear and one with your thoughts, right? Because as much as we value and love the opinions of other people at times, we really need to tap into our own intuitive guidance, our own higher self, and be in alignment and our truth about our own soul's path and our mission. So, excuse me, just taking some time to reflect, right? Taking some time to rest, to rejuvenate, to be one with yourself, right? Really, like I encourage journaling this week, taking walks out in nature, taking naps if that's your thing, right? Getting into bodies of water or really like going into a forest, going into a park, getting your feet on the ground. All of that stuff is really going to help you be one with your energies, get really centered and grounded so that you can move forward on your greatest timeline, right? To evolve and ascend to your highest and greatest self with more clarity, with more structure, with more confidence. Okay? So, beautiful energy is coming in Divine Feminine. Beautiful energy is already here to support us. And again, if you need to rest, need to retreat, do so, right? It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with cutting the freaking social media off for a while, like muting those notifications, taking a step back, right? Like not being all up in the midst of things and just really being one with your energy so that, again, you can have clarity of mind, clarity of thought, clarity of your own emotions, right? Making sure that you're doing the things that your soul is guiding you to do as opposed to what the ego or the world is pushing you to do. Okay? So thank you, angels. Thank you, guys, for being here with me in the Divine Feminine Collective. Happy September as we move beautiful, beautiful month. These powerful, powerful energies and all this retrograding that's going on. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What message is going to serve their highest and greatest good to put them in their highest and greatest timeline? What do we need to know? What do we need to see at this time? Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck, Brigitte, the goddess of the eternal flame. I am an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. This is remembering the light within you, my beautiful divine feminines, right? Some of you are in the midst of or coming out of the dark night of the soul at this time. And the way that we deal with the darkness, right, is by remembering that it's never truly dark because the light is within us. We are the light, right? And so it's sometimes it gets caught up in the middle of the dark night of the soul, and we're caught up in the middle of what it seems like a never-ending dark cave with all these turns and all these tunnels, and we're bumping into things and we're hearing things and we don't know if we're coming or going, right? And it's like, oh my God, if I had a match, if I had a lighter, if I had a torch. No, you are the match, you are the lighter, you are the torch, you are the flame, right? Brigitte also, I believe the story goes that she's the one that created the whistle, right? So you're walking in the forest late at night, the moon's not even shining for you, right? We just had that beautiful new moon in Virgo, but new moons are what? They're dark, right? There's no light coming from it because she just gave us all her light with the full moon. And so it's a dark time. And Brigitte was the whistle that was created to let other people know that they weren't alone out there and to keep going. And she's the eternal flame, right? You are the eternal flame, divine feminines. Like, your light doesn't get cut off. Nothing can shut that light off. We can dim our own light. We can hide our own light, right? It's like putting a candle underneath the table defeats the purpose. Or we can remember that we are the light, that our light serves us best on top of the table, right? Our light serves us best in the middle of the darkness. As beautiful as our light is, it's not really needed in a well lit room. That's why we're put into the darkness. And when you're in the darkness is when you have such an appreciation of that light. Don't fear the darkness that you're going through. Don't wish it away, because without the dark you'd have no need for the light. And you are the light. You're there, right? To shine bright in these really dark places, to let people know that they're not alone, to remind yourself that you're not alone, right? To remind yourself that this beautiful ember is lighting is within you, right? And it just needs to be sparked again, right? So that the flame can catch. And that's you. You are the lighter. You are the match. You are the candle. You are the lighthouse, right? So just remembering that, remembering the power of your own light as you're stepping through these energies. Beautiful. Teresa of Avila. What did I just say? Journaling, right? I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. So again, really going deep within yourself this week. And again, journaling will be super helpful, right? Really writing things down, pen or pencil to paper, clearing out our energetic field and getting things out of our body, right? And getting it onto paper. Not only does it release the stuff from our being, but also gives us clarity. As you're writing and as you're going through your thoughts and as you're sorting through things, right? You gain clarity, you gain insight. I'm not a person that normally remembers their dreams, right? Like I have girlfriends that powerful, powerful. Like not only do they remember their dreams, but their dreams are like freaking they're like movies and they can just like interpret and break down stuff. Like I just be in awe just listening to them like, how did you remember one? How did you remember this dream? How did you get all this stuff out of it? But lately I've been dreaming and remembering my dreams. Right. And so I know first thing I got to do, let me write it down. Like, I don't want to forget these things, right? There are messages here for us. So there's messages coming through for you in dream state. There's messages coming through for you as you journal. And as you're getting these things out, it's like, oh, I have clarity. Oh, I have vision. Oh, that's why I was dreaming of this thing. Or that's why this thing happened. Or that's why that person said something to me. Or that's why I was brought into the situation, right? It helps to give you clarity. And also, we want to write down our visions, right? Habuka 2:2 in the Bible, right? Write it down, right? Write it upon a tablet. Like you want to write out your vision. Again, you're creating your life, right? You're the author of your book. So write it out. I love to script my day, and I always encourage my clients and my tribe to do this. Like, script your day. Write out your day as if the day is already done and you're journaling about it at the end of the day, right? I just had the most amazing day of my life, and I woke up and it was so beautiful this morning, and the kids came into bed and they were cuddling with me, and my partner like bought me my coffee and it was perfect. And then I finally got up, got in the shower, we took this dope walk, and on our hike we saw this amazing blue bird, and I was listening to people sing. Then I met this couple and they were freaking hilarious, and come to find out, like, we grew up in the same town, and just write it out, and we had the best lunch, and I came home and I didn't have to make dinner because like I got surprised with like this amazing meal, and oh my god, today was perfect. Like, just write out as if it's the end of this amazing day, what it was, who the players were, what you were doing. Just write it out. Script out your day, because guess what you get to do when you're writing out your day, when you're writing out these visions, you then get to live it. The mind doesn't know what's real and what's not. All it does is have us align with that truth. It's like, oh, this thing played out. Well, now it has to happen. Oh, it must come true. You know what I mean? Put it out there. Put it out there. Get in touch with your higher self. Get these messages. If you do automatic writing, connecting with the your angels, your guides, your ancestors that way. Get busy to it, right? Get in a clear space. It really helps to do it like really early in the morning when the world is quiet, or really late at night when the world is quieted down, right? When your thoughts aren't on the 8 million things that you got to get done throughout the day, and your energy being pulled here or there and there, here. No, this is you taking your time to get your thoughts together, to get clear about your life, to write out your gratitude, write out scripting your day. This is your time with your energies and your guides. So give yourself that, right? Honor that practice, and especially during this time while we're in this beautiful Virgo season, while we have all these retrogrades that are having us review our lives and reevaluate the things that are going on for us. Sorry to see something like floating gently by. Um, just put it on paper, right? Put it on paper. I love this. It reminds me of like a little quill, which they have on sale on like Barnes and Noble. So you should go get one. Get yourself a journal. Get yourself a quill. Make life happen. Parvati, the goddess of devotion. I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. So how can you love yourself during this time, my beautiful divine feminine, right? What are some action steps that you can take that are going to express to yourself and to the universe that you love you? As we're in this beautiful energy of Virgo, right, which is about organization and perfectionism and getting things structured, which is great. It's also, it can be hard to remember the self care aspect of all of this, right? Because Virgo can be very judgmental at times and very critical of themselves. So this is a matter of you just pouring love into yourself, remembering that you are loved, remembering to be loved, remembering to value love, right? Like I'm loved, I am love, I am loving, I am lovable, right? All of these beautiful energies and really just embodying that and knowing that that love never ends. The unconditional love that is poured into each and every day, that comes from the Most High, right? Your cup never gets empty when you're refilling it from heaven. If you're depending on somebody else to fill your cup, yeah, you might be a little thirsty, right? Because maybe their cup isn't getting filled up. But no, divine feminines, we get our cups filled from heaven. That's how we're able to pour so generously into the collective. It's kind of like the star card in tarot, right? She's got like the vase and she's just pouring, 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 pouring out. But no time is she worried about the fact that she's pouring out. She doesn't need to worry. She doesn't need to be concerned because she knows that her cup gets filled from heaven. She knows that the vase gets filled from heaven. That flow of love never ends and that it's flowing through her, right? To give to others. So allow this love to flow through you and allow yourself to give of love, but also allow yourself to receive of love. Once again, her cup is being filled from heaven. She's receiving the love before she's pouring it out. Okay? Sorry. White birds, doves, birds, peace are going to be bringing messages in for you this week. Pay attention to, you start seeing white birds, if you start seeing doves, just pay attention to what's going on around you. They have messages for you. Oop, and Sekhmet, the red lady, I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. All right, so some of you have been connecting with ancient Egypt and some of those teachings, but this is really like, this is the healthy anger, right? This isn't like you being a petty Betty or out here just like being a shit stirrer or doing any of that stuff, right? Like this is like you defending your energies. This is you defending your boundaries. This is you standing in your truth. This is you being like, hey, I'm not with that bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, I said no. That is my answer. I don't have to explain myself. I don't need to go further than that. No was a response. It is what it is, and it's quiet, right? And just standing in your truth, knowing that like there are certain people that just can't be in your life anymore. There's certain energies you don't want in your life anymore. Certain conversations you're not gonna have anymore, and being okay with it, right? This is the anger and the frustration that we get when children are being harmed and a mother has to go hard for her baby, right? That's this type of energy. This isn't the this starting an argument and I'm gossiping. No, this is the fight to for women's rights, right? This is the fight for equality. This is the fight for um like the end of racism, the end of segregation. Like that's this energy, right? Fighting for a bigger truth, fighting for the little person, fighting for the underdog, right? And using that energy, using that strength to propel your life forward and also to make a change for the collective, for the one consciousness. Again, we're moving towards the age of Aquarius, right? Which is the age of what? Oneness and expansion and collective consciousness, right? That's this. That's this being like, you know what? We're killing the waters and I'm tired of it. That's this being like, we're murdering our forest and I'm tired of it and doing something about it. This is the people that are marching for change, right? This is Ukraine taking their power back after Russia tries to freaking like bully them, right? That's this power. That's this energy. It's that truth. And I love all this red going on here, right? We got the root chakra coming into play, right? The root chakra, which is about safety, stability, security, right? So wearing the color red, eating red foods, getting outside, being grounded, being one with nature, really going to help support you be stronger in your foundation, support you in feeling safe, secure, stable, and solid ground, right? Support you in creating like more financial wealth for yourself, right? So that you can do more and contribute more to this world, not just for your own pockets, but for the greater good, right? Sometimes we have people that are praying and they need help, and sometimes the answer to that prayer might be us coming out of our wallets, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you have the means to do so, do so. We also have this beautiful green energy. Oh my girl, she was underneath Brigitte. Oh my god, and the Black Madonna. I love it. It's another version of Isis. So, like I said, some of you are connecting with the ancient Egypt energy. Yeah, that's Isis coming in. And guess what? Mary Magdalene and Yeshua studied where? In the temples of Isis. I find that so deep and profound. Anyway, so they have messages for you. If you've been connecting with the ancient Egyptian energies or the pyramids of Giza and all that stuff, just really been speaking to your soul, go deeper into it because it's not a coincidence that Sekhmet, Mary Magdalene, and the Black Madonna all here right now. Brigitte is wearing the color green, right? Green is the color of our heart chakra and our heart space. It's also working with the angel, Archangel Raphael, right, to heal. So really opening our hearts at this time, it's really imperative. There's a lot of heart healing going on. So funny. I did a heart and root chakra um meditation yesterday. Like, oh, like I need to do my heart chakra, and I'm like, doesn't hurt to do the root chakra too, because you want to make sure that your root is always grounded and secure. So powerful. Messages there for me too, guys. Anyway, thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. Is this bottom of the deck? I can't. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What does divine feminine need to know and see at this time? What's going to serve their highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to know that we're in this beautiful month of September? All these retrogrades going on. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Many of you are here to heal this stuff, right? You're healing the dysfunctions, the pains, the traumas, the low vibrational energies, the karma of your ancestors, right? Not always easy. Not always easy. Our memories are stored within our DNA, right? So imagine having all of those fears, all of those traumas, all of those worries, all that low vibrational energy stored within your body already. Now, as much as we might have gotten the bad stuff from our ancestors, we also get the really, really good stuff. So our ancestors are showing up to support us to clear out the funk, right? Clear out the cobwebs, clear out the drama, clear out the shit that's no longer serving us. Like we were in survival mode for so long, and now it's time to thrive. Now it's time to live. Now it's time to ascend. And so your ancestors are coming in to support you, right? To help you be the voice of change so that when you are the new elders, you're doing better for your descendants, right? For your tribe than been done for you. And as you heal, guess what? We heal 7 generations forward and 7 generations back. So don't ever think that the things that you're doing are for nothing, that it's tedious. And no, it can feel kind of like endless work, right? I know the other day I was just so tired. I was so tired. I'm like, I'm pouring my energies into people every day. I'm doing all these clearings, I'm doing all these healings, I'm doing all these readings, I'm doing all these activations, and I'm just tired. I'm just tired, but I know that it's not for nothing. But it's just like it can seem like a never ending cycle. And even when you hit one layer of something, you spiral back to it, right? At a different level of yourself from a different perspective, right? But you're still spiraling back as you're peeling off layer after layer after layer after layer. It's like am I an onion and when will we get to the core of things. But not to give up hope, right? And not to feel like it's worthless, right? Because it's worth you being a better version of you. It's worth you not having to live through that trauma and that drama. It's worth you doing all this delicious and beautiful healing so you can be the best version of yourself and also so that you can create the best version of a life for your descendants, right? Whether they come through you or just through within your tribe, right? Culturally, um, through your bloodlines, however that might play out, right? It's just like you're leaving the world a better place by doing all this work. You're contributing to the healing of Gaia by doing all this work. You're contributing to your your entire legacy, right? Your descendants and your ancestors by doing all this work. And it can seem tedious, it can seem exhausting, but it's not for nothing, right? You're in the middle of this darkness to remember that you are the light, you know? And we stay in the darkness until we're able to see in the light. And then you have two really dope gifts, right? Because then not only can you see when it's bright out, guess what? You're not afraid of the dark anymore, right? Like a cat. Cat lights are off, they're chilling. They see just as clearly in the dark as they do in the sunlight, right? That is you. That is the version of yourself that you're stepping into, right? Fearing nothing because you're walking solely by faith, solely by trust, because you know that you're guarded, you're protected, you're loved, you're safe. You know that your ancestors got your back in ways that nobody can. Nothing will touch you, right? No, our power can't be taken from us unless we give it away. We need to remember our strength, remember our power, remember that we're untouchable, remember that we're unstoppable, remember that we're impenetrable, right? Remember our own power, remember our own light, remember our own truth, remembering our own voice. And sometimes we are the whistle to someone else in the darkness. Lord, take charge with authority. This is like the Emperor card in Tarot, right? Standing in your power, standing in your truth, standing on your throne, right? Standing on your throne, not allowing your beautiful divine feminine energy, which is mostly like creativity and sensuality, not allowing that to be tucked under the freaking table anymore, right? Not allowing our light to be hidden. No, we're standing on the table with this freaking candle. We are the lighthouse, right? And a lighthouse is gorgeous during the daytime. You gotta love a light. I love lighthouses. It's like one of my favorite things in the world. I want to see as many as I can before I cross over to the non-physical. But as beautiful as the lighthouse is during the day, its power is at the dark times. Its power is in the night. Its power is in the storm because it's standing there and it's secure and it's strong and it's fortitude, right? With this beautiful light, letting the ships know, hey, there's safe harbor over here. Hey, you're good over here. Hey, we got you over here. That is your power, divine feminine, right? In the midst of the storms, in the midst of the darkness, in the midst of it all, you are the light standing, shining bright, letting everybody know this is a safe space. You can make it home and you're not alone out there. The eternal flame, right? So it's about you standing in your power, remembering that. Remembering that. Take charge, take power, and use that beautiful divine feminine energy and combine it with that beautiful divine masculine energy and move forward. Take action, right? Be the best version of yourself that you can be. I love this. I saw a white buffalo calf woman twice in the pre-shuffle, right? And this is the white buffalo calf woman in the set, right? Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. So she is also an energy of abundance. She's an energy of love, right? And sometimes it's funny, I just said this to a client the other day. Sometimes it's better to be happy than to be right, right? It's like, yeah, you may be right. Yeah, it's like, but doesn't matter. What is being right to prove what, right? To make your ego feel better? But in being right, did you just lose a friend? Did you lose a lover? Did you lose your job? Like you're so busy trying to be right and stepping into your arrogance that you're not happy, right? Like, is every argument really worth you going deep on, right? Sometimes you gotta pick your battles. Sometimes it's just not that serious. If it's not gonna matter in 5 minutes or 5 hours or 5 days or 5 months, fuck it, right? Move on. And this isn't about like being violated or disrespected. No, but again, this is about just picking your battles, right? Yeah, you may know at a soul level that you're right. Okay, so move on. You don't need to prove it to anybody, right? The only person that you owe anything to is your own soul. Are you honoring that? Are you honoring your path? Are you honoring your truth? That's where we're at in this life. That's where we're at on this path. You understand? So, not always about being right. Sometimes it's just about being happy, being the voice of reason, being a calm space, being a light at the end of the day, right? You want to get that stuff out. You want to feel the way you feel. Guess what? We'll go back to the journaling. Write it down. Write it out. Get it out of your body and then move on. And then move on, right? So I'm going to leave it there for you, my beautiful divine feminines. I love you so much, more than you know. Take this time to rest, rejuvenate, release, reevaluate, right? Like restructure, do whatever you can. There's a lot of planets in retrograde right now. And like I said, we're in the pre-shadow of Mercury going retrograde, and we're gearing up for this 9-9 portal and the full moon in Pisces. So take this time to just chill out. Take this time to just be one with your energies. Get clear with yourself about your goals and your desires. Start tapping into your intuitive guidance, and don't be afraid to take guided action after you get those intuitive promptings, right? We can pray all day if we want to. We can meditate all day to receive answers, but shit don't matter if you're not doing something about it, right? At some point, you got to get up and get going, okay? I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you, and I'll see you soon. Later.